Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to watch my video. Hello my Selena lovers, this video is for you guys. In today's video I'm going to be showing you a look I created using a few of the pieces from the MAC Selena collection, and if you want to see how I created this look, just stay tuned. I am so excited to be here doing this video for anyone that's interested in watching. So I'm going to be swatching and doing a tutorial on the MAC Selena collection, which looks like this. So I have a few of the items here. I don't have every single thing in the collection, but I have just enough to make a complete look. So I'm going to be going through all of those with you. I've already taken out the product out of the box, so this is what it looks like. So this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I will be inserting some swatches of the eyeshadow right here, and this is what it looks like. So it looks like this. Super nice wearable colors. We got your rich browns for liner and the outer crease, a nice dark smoky eye with some nice shimmers, some mid-tone mattes here, and some nice punchy colors. This one has shimmer, this one's matte. There's a good selection of a whole bunch of colors here that you can use to create everyday looks, from like super simple looks to super dramatic looks. So let's get started. So this one here is the eyeshadow palette. On the outside it has a really nice packaging, and it's a bustier. So this is what Selena was known for wearing on stage, and she rocked the hell out of it. This one is La Leyenda Extra Dimension Skinfinish. The Extra Dimension Skinfinish formula is literally one of the best highlighters that you will ever put in your skin. It makes your skin look super wet-like without being overpowered. You don't have like chunky flecks of glitter like coming at you hard. It's just a really nice smooth buttery finish. And then this is what the color looks like. So it's a nice like golden highlight. This will look really pretty as an eyeshadow. Inner corners, the possibilities are endless with a product like this. So super pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this, and I'm gonna swatch it here. See, like that, nice and reflective and wet. So before I get started, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video. I went ahead and did my full skincare, and I prepped my skin with foundation, powder, I did bronzer, and that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest with the products in the collection. So next I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the lip liner, and I got a lipstick and a liquid lipstick. So a regular bullet lipstick and a liquid lipstick. So the pencil that I got was this one here. It's a nude one, and this is kind of like a peachy brownie nude. This color is called Entre, mundo, and so swatched, the color looks like this. It's gonna complement a lot of skin tones. Super pretty. And the lipstick is called Selena Vive, and this is a real nice nude color. It's kind of more on the nudie pinky side, and this is going to be a great nude for my skin tone. It's going to match perfectly. If you're a little bit lighter in complexion than me, it'll look just like a nude, just a little bit deeper, and if you're deeper in skin tone than me, it'll look great as well, just a little bit lighter. So this is going to be great as an all over lip color or as a color on the center of the lip. The cream sheen formula for MAC is really comfortable. It has a little bit of slip, it has some shine to the lips. It's not glossy, it's just super comfortable. It's not matte. It does transfer, so if you're looking for something that is long lasting, I would grab liquid lipstick. And then swatched, this is what that looks like. Super pretty. And see, if I move my hand around, you can see that nice sheen that the lipstick gives off. Super pretty. So there's that one. And then last but not least, the last thing I got in the collection was the liquid lipstick in Selena's iconic color. Just a classic blue-based red. It's super bright, super nice. This will make you stand out anywhere. I challenge anybody that wants to wear a color like this and never wears red, do so. It'll instantly be a mood lifter. You're gonna get a ton of compliments. It looks nice on everyone. It's super flattering. Even if you wear like no eye makeup, maybe like just if you want a liner or mascara, a little bit of bronzer, blush, and then a lip, so nice. It's one of my classic go-to looks whenever I rock a red lip. And then this is the color Swatched. See how intense that is with just one swipe? Well, a few, but you know, I didn't have to redip. Super pretty. That's gonna be so nice. Thinking about it. So let's start with the eyes, and then we're gonna work down towards the lips, and we'll do cheeks. I don't know what order, but we'll do the eyes first. So I'm gonna start off by putting some primer on my eyelid, and the primer that I'm gonna be using is the P. Louise Rumor 2 base. So it looks like this. Hopefully that focuses so you can see it. And okay, and I'm going to be using the mirror that's inside of the eyeshadow palette. So I'm just going to put the eyeshadow primer all over my lid. And same thing all over on the other side. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that when I was doing my brows, I was looking at the palette and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what? That rich dark matte brown color would make a good brow color. So I used the Anastasia Dip Brow, I think that's what it's called, and Soft Brown on my brows. And then I went in and defined the brow even further with the darkest matte brown in the eyeshadow palette, which is this one here. So I used that one on my brows today. So the dark intensity of the brows that you see right now, it's from the eyeshadow palette. So I think I'm going to be using that one a lot because I really enjoyed that color. Alright, so I'm going to go in and set that primer with a little bit of translucent powder. Just dust that all over the eye. And you know what, before I forget, I want to make sure that I put some translucent powder underneath my eye to catch any fallout from the shimmery shade, the Dazzle Shadow formula. So I'm going to go ahead and put some under the eye. I'm going to look a little crazy, but that's okay. This will all get wiped off when I'm all done. So we're just going to dab that on there. So with a nice fluffy brush, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be telling you the names of the eyeshadow as we go. That way you know which ones are which. So I think I'm going to start with, let's do this one here. The bottom right hand color in the palette, and that one is called Los Dinos, and it's a matte formula. So it's kind of like that nice everyday crease color mid-tone brown. So we're going to use that and swipe it all over the crease. And so there we go, and it shows up so nicely. If you've never used any MAC eyeshadow colors before, you are missing out. They're literally like one of the best. They glide on so smooth. The color payoff is incredible. All their formulas are really nice. They're timeless. So I'm just gonna brush that through, kind of getting close to the brow, the inner part of the brow there, and doing the same thing over here, and brushing that clear almost to the nose there. Okay, so now I'm going to switch brushes. This brush that I'm going to be using is an Anastasia brush. This is the dual-ended shadow brush. So I'm going to use this one to pack on color and this one over here to blend out eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with my next color. So I'm going to be using this color here. The first one in the top row from left to right, that medium brown. It's not the dark one, it's the one that's lighter than that. And that one is called Te Amo, and it's a matte finish. So I'm going to be going in with Te Amo, and I'm going to be going slightly under that crease. So where I put that first color, I'm going to go slightly underneath it. All right, so So can you see the difference from this side to this side? This one just has a little bit more definition on the crease there. So I'm going to keep building that color. And I'm going to slightly pull it out a little bit. Just because for my eye shape, I like to pull out color a little bit, kind of like a cat eye type of look. Because my eyes are like almond, so I like to drag them out even more. To me, that's flattering. And I like the way it looks. So we're going to do that today. Dip into the color. We're going to go on the other eye and do the same thing. I'm going to go in with these two here, and I'm going to just add some definition to the outer third of the eye. And so I'm just going to dip back and forth, and the brush that I'm going to use is the same one. I'm going to be using the smaller end and then buff out with this one. So you'll see me kind of work in between both of those eyes. So I'm going to start off with the lighter one and then go in with the darker one and then mix. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, story time. Anyways, so my parents had this restaurant that was in Nissa, Oregon, and this was many moons ago, and I remember it like it was just yesterday. So when I was younger, my parents had a back room area, and kind of like for performances and, you know, stuff like that, and they would serve drinks in the nighttime when it was like after hours, and a bunch of like local groups would perform and stuff. So there was this huge stage, and I remember like going there after school, or like on days where I didn't go to the babysitter, I would just hang out at the restaurant with my parents. And my dad is an amazing singer. Like, he has the voice of a damn angel, like Fergie Jesus. Just kidding. Well, so my dad loved to dance, and so he always let me sing on the microphone, just like, you know, let me be back there. And literally, I was like living my life at like 4 or 5 years old, dreaming I was Selena, singing Dreaming of You, Mon La Flor, all of those classic hits. So that was me as a child. So to me, her music, just every time I hear her music, it takes me back to when I was little and just had those amazing memories with my parents when I was young. So it's a bunch of good memories. So her music, like, literally, I'm sure it lives through everyone, but I love it because that was a really good time in my childhood. Like, singing to me was my comfort. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I love to sing. I have terrible stage fright, but I love to sing. And I only sing literally when I'm around my family because they make me. And I get so nervous, and I have to have like a few tequila shots in me or else I won't sing. I'm just that terrified. And the one that makes me sing is my grandpa. Shout out to my grandpa Samuel. If anybody knows him, you already know how he is. He's literally the life of the party, and so he like forces me to sing. That's my grandpa. I just have a bunch of good memories surrounding her music, and I just love it. Next color from the palette that I'm going to be using is called Captive Heart, and it's a frost. So this one I'm going to be using with my finger, just because sometimes I like to pack on color with my finger that are a little bit brighter so that the intensity shows up. Sometimes when you use a brush, it'll kind of sheer it out. So little tip, if you want your colors to be a little bit more intense, use your fingers. So you're gonna pack, and then with a brush you can kind of buff out any harsh edges. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm going to take Captive Heart, which is this one right here, the second color on the top row from left to right. So I'm just going to apply that on the center of my lid, and I'll show you how I apply it. So we're going to go here, and I'm just kind of keeping that on my lid. I'm not really bringing it up too high, just because I don't want the color to get super blown out. I just want to have like a pop of color in the center. I'm like singing Selena tunes in my head. I wish I could have some music on, but I don't want to get my video taken down because I'm playing copyrighted music. So for now, we're just gonna let my we're just gonna let the music play in my head. So I'm gonna take a clean brush and I'm just going to blend the edges into the dark, into the brown. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So that one is Captive Heart, super pretty. I put it on with my finger and then I buffed out the edges to meet the dark color with a little bit of a brush. So the next color that I'm gonna go in with is going to be the next color in the palette. So the one right next to Captive Heart, which is this one here. It's a Dazzle Shadow Formula. It's a really nice shimmery pink. Kind of looks a little bit lilac-y, but on the eye it's gonna look more pink. It's so pretty. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of silvery, it's kind of pinky, purpley, glitter flecks, and that color is called Me Siento Muy Excited. I'm gonna use that color. I'm gonna go ahead and wet my brush with a little bit of face spray. So the one I'm using here is the Mario Badescu. This one's super, super nice. So I'm gonna spray my brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and dip into the eyeshadow and apply it. So go in. Alright, so I'm going to lightly tap it. Alright, we're going in with the finger because I don't like how the brush is applying that color. Oh my gosh, the brush is 10 times better. Or excuse me, my fingers. 10 times better. Are you guys seeing this? Look at that intensity. And I'm just kind of tapping and then lightly tapping over the other colors. Just to kind of blend it. Alright, let's do the same thing on the other eye. So I'm going to go in with that blending brush and just kind of hit it right in through here so that there is no harsh lines. Actually, I probably should have done this before, but I'm going to go in and further define the outer corner with a little bit of a black pencil liner. So I'm just going to put like a little bit of black on the outer lash line, really close to the lash line as possible. And yeah, let's use that same brush. Just kind of smoke out that let's smoke out that eyeliner that I put down. And kind of lightly release some pressure and lightly drag it out so it kind of looks like a smoky liner. I probably should have done this before, but that's okay. We're doing it now. And I'm going to dip into the two darkest matte brown colors again, just to kind of further blend out the liner that I put down. So right on top of it, just going to go ahead and stamp some of that. And some liner on the lower lash line. So I'm just going to buff out that liner, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with some of the brown colors here and this one here. So these two mattes and then this one here. So I'm going to start off with the darker ones first. Right now there's nothing on my brush. I haven't dipped into anything. I'm just blending out what's already I'm just blending out the liner. And the liner is going to serve as a base. That way we don't lose the intensity of the eyeshadow. I'm going in with the darker one first, packing it on the outer corner mainly and just buffing it out. And I'm going in with that lighter brown color. pulling the eyeshadow out. I'm gonna go in with a clean brush. I'm just gonna kind of further more diffuse the colors that are down here. So this has nothing on it. Actually, I think I use this brush with translucent powder, but as far as that, that's the only thing that's on it. And this is a 239 brush from MAC. And the original brush is part of a limited edition collection from Mariah Carey. And I'm the hugest Mariah Carey fan that you will ever meet. So I'm dusting away that translucent powder. Up a little bit. So I'm going to go in with a, let's see, I'm going to use one of these eyeshadows for blush, which is why I didn't put on blush beforehand. So I'm going to use, I think it's going with my Captive Heart right here. And this will kind of tie the whole look together. So I'm going to dip very lightly because this color is super pigmented. Awesome. This gorgeous, super nice goldeny color. I'm just going to wash that all over the high points of my cheek. So I'm going to, super pretty. I like to hit the temples a little bit. And this compact has a really nice mirror as well. It's kind of hard for me to do lip liner on myself sometimes, and even on clients, because I want to talk and clearly you can't, because you have to keep your mouth still or else you'll end up with crooked lines. It's hard being a chatty Cathy. Chatty Cathy? Chatty Cathy? You get it. I'm chatty. So the lipstick, the Selena Vive lipstick, the nude one. Oh, and also I wanted to show you this amazing little detail that the lipstick has. So it has a little embossed flower in there. This is the same flower that's inside of the highlighter palette. Like this one. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this on my lip. Spray my face and set everything, and I'm using the Mario Badescu facial mist. This one is super nice, super inexpensive. Usually my go-to facial spray is the one from MAC, the Fix Plus. This stuff is bomb. If you've never tried it, try it. At least get the small one, try it. You will go back to repurchase the full-size one. But this one is really nice too. This one you can find at Ulta. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. Literally drowning in spray. While that's drying, I have my my blending sponge a little bit damp from earlier, from when I put my concealer and my powder on and stuff. So with that same sponge, I'm just gonna kind of press in the spray that I just put on. So when you spray your face, it just locks everything in, and it just kind of melts your makeup into your skin. So if you were looking really powdery or dry, oh my gosh, setting your face with either this one or any sort of facial mist that you want will make your skin just look full of life, really supple. It just kind of melts your makeup into your skin. Let's go in with mascara, and then the mascara will complete the look. The mascara that I'm using is the, let me see if we can capture this on video. The Unique Moonstruck mascara. This stuff is bomb. It's really good for lengthening and volume. And you can connect with me if you want to purchase them, because I do sell it. And I'm going to start at the lower lash line and just kind of go through. This stuff gets me a really good length. My lashes, it's okay, I have a trick that gets rid of that. Hi, baby. So I was trying to record this video while my little one slept. Come here. Come here. Come here. Ben. Hi, baby. Good morning. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Alright, so hopefully that mascara is dry. Alright, so if you ever get a boo-boo like me, a way you can take it off is letting the mascara fully dry onto the skin. And then you're going to go through with a spoolie and you're going to scrape it. And it comes right off. Putting some translucent powder. And I'm going to go back in with the highlighter. Spray the skin again, fan it, look, like it never even happened. And so I'm gonna stamp the spray into the face. Done. All right, ladies and gents, what do you think? I'm all done with the look, minus that little mishap that we had with the mascara, but we are all done. If you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. And also too, I think I forgot to mention where you can purchase this whole collection. So you can purchase it at maccosmetics.com online right now, because due to COVID, all of the stores are closed. And also you can purchase them at any store that carries, that retails MAC Cosmetics. So I know Nordstrom carries it, and also Macy's carries it. I know that. And I think a few other department stores too that I'm not mentioning, because I don't know, because that's pretty much all we have here near us. Just search online MAC Cosmetics Selena, and I'm sure it'll pop up. Everyone's going to be shopping online, so that's where you're going to get it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the look I created. Definitely gonna be creating more looks with this palette, because this palette is so damn amazing and super versatile. It's super beautiful, and I cannot wait to use that red lippy. Oh, also, before I forget, inside the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter was this insert. So this one here was inside of the eyeshadow palette, and then this one here was inside of the highlighter. And I'm gonna totally be keeping both of these. I don't know where I'm gonna put them or what I'm gonna do with them, but I am not throwing these away. And the packaging is so stinking beautiful. Like, I don't want to get rid of it either, just because it's so pretty. So this is part 2 of the collection with MAC that released, like, I think in 2016, I believe. Yeah, that's the year I was working at MAC. So